YN, right? And then he gets locked up, and then he can get out. You hurt. You don't even get. You don't even. There's no retribution. No. There's no revenge. Revenge is important in the earth. Okay. You got to be compensated. That's why the scriptures speak about, in certain things you got to compensate. You steal, you got to return fourfold or whatever. That's it.
Why you got First Thessalonians 1:6
Yeah, because that's a just God. Okay, and if you do wrong, you're going to receive the thing of wrong that you have done. So we're in a society in which you can do wrong and prosper. You can win.
Nothing happens.
You can be at the pinnacle. That's Ecclesiastes 8 chapter 8 and 11. Because sinning against the evil work is not executed speedily. The hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil.
I know a nigga, man, and you know him 2 times. Man, the nigga was fucking another dude's wife. He killed him. Killed the dude. The dude whooping his ass. He put him to death. And they gave him self-defense.
Man, it's like,
I said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How this nigga get off? And Jake was
caught him in the act and everything.
Man, it
Balls
was
deep.
clear.
Now
It
this
was clear.
nigga got a barbecue truck.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in.
Bro.
You got to be flourish. Instagram page. According to the law, you should be in the spirit world.
Man, come on, bro.
And that bitch.
You know him too.
But those spirits, those evil spirits that are in those people were able to do what? They were to proliferate, able to grow.
It said, go to them is how evil
Good evening.
is. So God want to break everything that deemed evil is good.
Because what's the purpose of a seed? The seed, the glory of the seed is for it to grow and to prosper and to make more seeds. The fruit, that's like the glory of a seed. Okay, you plant the seed, what does the seed do? It grows into a plant, a tree, and then it bears fruit and flourishes. And then there's many seeds within that fruit, and it grows. So you have the seed of evil in the earth. What the whole purpose of these demons is what? To possess bodies, to possess people, to grow.
They got the unclean spirit.
Yeah.
So basically, the see the man didn't repent and build himself up. He gonna get 700.
That's it. See?
They throwing parties on.
Yeah.
You see the average person there's demons
Yeah.
in their mind with the house party.
Yeah, it's a rave.
It passes to
You know?
each other.
Tupac
I know somewhere we can party.
unlimited drink,
Right.
you know?
7 Up.
Unlimited fried chicken, pebbles, Kool-Aid, you know, and then surround yourself with more demon-like people. They got demons on them too, and then the whole like a sodomite, right? What does a sodomite do? What is his glory is to try to turn out another dude, a straight dude, a dyke bitch, right? What does she want to do? She just go and date, women, straight women. I mean, so-called gay women. No, she want to turn out a straight woman.
Yeah, how you know that demon? Yeah.
It's them demons. A so-called PDF file. What does he want to do? Or somebody that got molested as a child. What does he want to do? He want to do the same thing. This is why you have to cut that evil out.
Diddy.
You know?
Yeah, he was basically a lot of these people who are in high positions, they were brought in to that lifestyle by what? The act of pedophilia. They were brought into sex, ritual sex.
Yeah.
A lot of these people, you don't just get, some people may just, find their way there by their talent, but eventually they get freaked out. But a lot of these people were groomed. So they're set up as priests and priestesses to basically be mediators to bring our people into Satanism.
That's it.
Orlando Brown.
Yeah.
How blood got
Every child.
Brought up in this.
Every child that's went into Hollywood, you look at them niggas from then until now, they're completely freaked out. And there's no investigation on Hollywood, on none of these different, the music industry. Yeah, I see it.
Dan Schneider with the whole day. He turned everyone out. There was a show called Drinking Josh. You heard about it? He said when he was a teenager, a lot of times he was on coke. So acting. So imagine you watching an episode and then this nigga's on coke. You just watching it. He's acting good. He's like, doing a funny thing, but I'm like, but this nigga got 8 balls in his system.
Orgies.
And just blew ride right before he read his mind. That's what that's he was brought up in that, and see, it's deeper than just just popping them. It's all coaching. It's all it's spiritual magic. It's sex magic, where you defile a child and them demons they prosper. You win in this society, And then what does that do? That perpetuates that same demon. Okay? Because remember, they do everything in secrecy. Everything's in secrecy.
It's like made me think about Dr. Sleep.
Okay, I don't think
You never seen Dr. Sleep? Where that's what they was doing. They was taking the kids and they was eating them. But it's basically like, they ain't gonna show you
right.
pedophilia activity, but this basically ties into what they do.
Yeah.
They get that the elder bishop, like he goes into it about the adrenochrome.
Yeah.
He did a video with that scene from Dr. Sleep. If you ain't seen Dr. Sleep, it's the sequel to The Shining.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah,
It's just sad, bro.
and it show you how you got these elites. They do that shit.
Yeah.
But they do it in secret.
Yeah.
Well, basically they're mimicking the ancient priesthood.
That's it.
Did somebody get wisdom of Solomon 12? Basically, the world we live in is ran under the order of all of these ancient kingdoms. Because you got to understand, when the Greeks and the Romans came into power, who did they go to for their wisdom? Canaan, Egypt, Babylon. Those Hamitic. Because you got to understand how the Lord did it. Is the philosophy that came from the garden, all of that rebellion. The sons of Cain basically were at the forefront of it, right? But they died in the flood, so he used Ham to basically carry all of that ancient mystical wisdom into the world after the flood. It was through who? Ham, through Canaan, and eventually that philosophy of Satan was preserved. So Esau, when the Greeks and the Romans came in power, they went right back to them and got their shit back. And that's how the world we now live in is ran under the ancient order and the different occult practices and
Mystery religions.
basically Hollywood itself is nothing but a Babylonian church.
Man.
All of these people that you see before you are nothing but priests and priestesses, all right, doing the bidding of Satan. They're all being passed around in rituals and orgies. They all partake in all types of crazy sacrifices. This is not a myth. Nope. What got it? Yep. Will Solomon 12. Was that will? Out of the land. Yep.
This is Memphis Solomon 12:3. But it was thy will to destroy the heads of our fathers, both those on and the inhabitants of the Holy
Now
Land.
remember, the Lord told Abraham, I'm going to bring your people into this land. All right, but the iniquity of the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, all of those ites that were in the land had to be fulfilled. And at the time of Moses, when it was time for us to enter into that land, and what did he tell our fathers? Kill all these niggas, these Hamites. Why? Because they possessed that wisdom. You see what I'm saying? He said, look, don't make no marriages with them. Those 7 different Hamitic nations. All right, don't do no covenants. Just get them all out of there. That was his plan. But he, ultimately the Lord had, but it was his will to destroy them. That's why when the house of David gets together, we're going to get all of the Edomites out of the earth. You know what I'm saying? But it was the will of the Lord that all of that seed who inhabited the Holy Land, the Canaanites and all these sites, were to be wiped out. Why? 106 and 34. Somebody can get that song 106 and 32.
All right, back in Wisdom Solomon 12:4. Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children.
That's the world we live in, where here it is, millions of children go missing annually. And that should be a pandemic. That should be a reason to shut the earth down. Well, where are all these children? They're falling in a hole and nobody, where the hell are they going? I'm talking about millions of children just going missing. So he said it was thy will to destroy the inhabitants of the earth. Now, when you deal with the law was given to us to separate from these niggas, these Hamites, from the Egyptians. Now who rules the earth? Someone who's under that same order. That's why it's a spiritual Sodom in Egypt. Because basically this is the mother of all harlots. They're ruling the earth under that ancient priesthood. Remember, we talk about the bankers rule the earth. The bankers are your priests. The order of Aaron, that was the treasury. That was the bankers of Israel, the priests. The priests of this world are the bankers, the rich elite. And this is how they deal. They're not regular people running around with regular emotions and they're completely under the vibration of Satan. They can peel a child's face off, record it, and just go walk, like nothing happened.
Eat a burger right after.
Just eat his hands off and just look at him like he's spring toward, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that was in that movie.
That's what was in the movie.
Yeah, that was in the movie. That shit was
Y'all need to watch it.
was crazy.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Yeah.
Dr. Sleep.
What is it?
It's on Netflix right now.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, it's on Netflix right now.
Little man screaming and shit. You know,
Yeah.
is it gonna hurt?
Yeah.
Yes. He looked in there. Yes.
Yeah. And it's see, as is the rulers, so people don't even have emotions no more.
Wow.
There's so much wickedness happening on the earth. They hear it. You goddamn alert come on your phone about a missing child. You just swipe to the left. That's just like, oh, okay, yeah. That's like water coming out the faucet. That's supposed to happen. Because what the fuck I'm supposed to do? Get up and look for the Honda? You know what I'm saying? Look for a black Honda. No, we need our shot. But see, this is what the elites of this world do. Odious works of witchcraft and secret sacrifices and drinking of BLOOD. That's where we at. Go ahead.
It says, and the dull, merciless murderers of children and devourers of man.
Right, when they
flesh.
like they say, usual suspects, when you point out the cryptic nigga on the internet doing some stupid stuff, or the usual suspects of these Edomites molesting and playing with children. That's just what they do.
There's no outcry.
There's no outcry.
Yeah. The same people that will make the outcry are in the power position to suppress it. Just like when Trump came, they asked him about the Epstein. He said, are we still talking about that? But remember, Trump was supposed to expose all of the pedos. He said, I'm going to drain the swamp. I'm going to Trump get the Clintons. You know what I'm saying? And how many of those pedo rings have been actually raided in those people? How many, ICE, why don't they go raid pedo rings? Well, the conclusion was the DOJ, the FBI, they looked into all of it. They combed through hours and hours of video and documents, 20 terabytes of fucking data, and they came to the conclusion that there was nothing. There was no list, okay, and that there is no need for further investigation. So let's just close it up. That's because the wicked is in rulership.
They got the power to do
They got the power to do it. But see, they're not gonna. This is the thing. They're not gonna get off. See, under this world's vibration, they get off. Okay, under Christianity, they get off. Under Islam, they get off.
Right.
Under all these religions, they get off. There's no consequence to their actions. The elite win under our own religion. Okay, but under the scriptures, nobody gets off. And we are living proof of that. We actually received that judgment too. So how much more you Edomite? That's Jeremiah 49. You didn't think you was going to taste of that cup? Now you're gonna drink of that cup, Esau, and that's what we're saying. All you wicked elite, y'all gonna go down. And no Edomite, no other nation is going to receive salvation. Okay? They're gonna be in the kingdom, but they're gonna be in the kingdom as hardcore slaves.
Right.
Okay, and you can't change it. You can try to change the doctrine, but this is the thing, prophecy always wins.
That's they found a destination. You understand? Once they go into slavery for 1,000 years, Obadiah 1:18. That's it. That's why they're trying to, fight tooth and nail. But everything can be a prophecy at the end of the day.
This is Job 14:5.
Oh, this is John.
Seeing his days are determined.
Let's show you that the Most High really did the kingdom of men.
Yep.
All right, Daniel, the second chapter, Daniel, the 7th chapter, gives you the breakdown of the four beasts. The four beasts. So let you know that the Most High, he said, number how he numbered the time, measure how he measured the time. But what he said, he would not move nor structure that set and measure be fulfilled. Now, when the time now that that measure been fulfilled, why? Because the wicked is doing. We understand the judgment that comes to the wicked.
What? Destruction. You got it.
Job 14:5, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
See that? Most high. It's with the Lord. The devil not ruling on his own time. He just sitting in the heavens and laugh. All right? The heavenly Father says, it's over with the inside. You know? That's the devil. That's how blind it is, like the Father. But he can show his power, his works.
Yeah, this is all, everything that's going on is for the glorification of Yahweh.
Everything.
Everything.
And he better show his power. The coming about Lord, when he cracked the clouds, just imagine seeing the fathership, as Ezra says, like a mountain. You know?
Let me get this real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 16:13. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not frustrate. And then you jump to verse 15 and say, the Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, that his wonderful works might be known to the world.
There you go. Go to Obadiah 1 and put it Obadiah 1 and 2. Where it said, "Thy pride have deceived thee." Thy dwellers in the. Come on. You see, because what's given up to Esau is not popular.
No, he's the new Pharaoh.
He's the new Pharaoh. That's why I say spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt.
So the Lord is getting ready to make his works known. His name is getting ready to be declared in the earth, to be taken down.
Yeah. Okay, and Esau was set up for this very purpose. Esau was raised up, given his technology, given his power, given the sword, given all these benefits, captivating the minds of the people. Also the Most High can come and destroy him and show him who he was really dealing with. He was dealing with the lowly. He was dealing with the Israelites. And then shall it be known. For on my servant, not just any Israelite, okay, a small remnant of Israelites, starting with the man, okay? All right? 12,000 out of each tribe. That's what the Most High is dealing with, okay?
This is the book of Sirach 16:13. The sinner shall not escape with his spoil.
Yeah, and it's also in the Apocrypha in the Sirach that say that a sinner was given a blessing that would not be popular unto him.
Yeah, go turn.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Basically, the blessing is eventually going to become a burden.
That's right.
Well, the blessing is the sword, right? And I was trying to say what? That live by the sword will die by the sword. So really, when Yahushua gave Isaac gave Esau that blessing, it was really a curse unto him. It was really his
Isaiah
instruction.
34.
Okay. Yep.
Isaiah 34. My sword shall be bathed in heaven. Because it was never his sword to wield. It was just, it really was a temporary. Because remember, he begged for a blessing.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I got this sword for
Yeah.
you. But it's my sword for you to use to destroy yourself with.
And then the Lord gave you the book too. So he gave you the book so you could do right.
Yep.
And you didn't do right.
Didn't
you
do right.
You had a sword, so you could have used the sword to put the whole earth in order, right?
Yep.
You could have did that. We're gonna put everything in order according to the scriptures.
Yep.
Right? But the Lord
know what to do.
He know what to do.
Cain knew the sacrifice
Yeah.
was required.
Yeah. He knew. Okay. Esau knew not to eat fucking raw meat. Esau, he knew not to murder his brother, but in his heart, that's why, hey, the scripture says, if you hate your brother in your heart, you are like a murderer. You see what I'm saying? You know, he was before he didn't murder Jacob, but he had in his spirit to murder Jacob.
He said, my father did it.
Without a fault, because Jacob didn't do it.
And he hated him because he was right.
Yep.
He hates righteousness.
Right.
And that's when you read the Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter. He explains that. Like, he's like, it says, contrary, clean contrary, clean contrary. He hates that we follow righteousness.
Yeah, we were made to reprove him.
We were made to reprove him. Yep.
Sirach 16:13. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not frustrate.
Right. So this is Rock 20 and 9. There's a sinner that have good success in evil things. And there's a gain that turns into loss. There's a gift.
He live by the sword, should die by the sword.
And that turned into law.
Yep.
That's even happening with the Jakes who made it on this side.
Yeah.
They listen, but look at Mayweather. He don't even have his own soul.
Shit, Kanye.
That's why they got to point at the money all the time because take off of it. You know, like D'Angelo's last interview.
I got money.
He basically was like being a black, you know, making it like basically you just get brought into bondage. And hell, like you become an unwilling participant of the devil's pie. You know what I'm saying? You hate it, but you start to love it because it brings you money, women. But it turns to a loss at the point where the blessing because you didn't go the right way.
And you don't have a good conscience.
Take it away.
And you